Hello, welcome to the template answer to what is your greatest strength? One of the more common interview questions. Now then, as for all the videos, there are PDFs available. This is especially valid for the question and answer templates. And all the PDFs are available at EnglishJobInterviews.com. Variations on this question, what is your greatest strength? So, what are your greatest strengths, obviously? What are your most valued skills? What would make you great at this job? Why are you suited to this type of work? What key skill or skills do you have for this role? How do you know that you will be good at this job? So some of them are a little bit more obvious about what they're trying to get out of you, but the idea is the same, basically. What is your objective? It's to communicate that you will make the manager's working life better. Okay, this is the opportunity. Now remember, I always go on and on about it's about them, not you. If you answer about you, you're going to describe your greatest strength. That doesn't mean that's the greatest strength for that manager. Okay, these are two different things. Okay, possibly they're the same. If you're lucky, great. But sometimes you're going to have to choose not the greatest strength in absolute terms, the greatest strength for that manager and for this position. Okay. So here I've got an example answer. We'll go through this. Okay. Well, I've been thinking about this question, and I would say my greatest strength technically will be my numeric analytical skills, and my greatest soft skill strength is my ability to focus on the business value of my work. As a digital marketeer, having fast analytical skills means that I'm able to find the truly valuable information from all the data very, very quickly, passing the data and focusing in on where the interesting facts are. And in terms of focusing on business value, then I'm obsessed about structuring my work around the results that are being requested of me. Really stick to the outcome that my line manager wants from me and my work. It can be tempting to do extra work, but I only do that when I've met the business objectives given to me. And both these strengths are ways that I can add value to the business by getting results faster and by getting results in the areas that the business is focusing on. I think both of these will increase profits and decrease costs, as well as reducing time lost. Okay, so the structure I've got here is clear, direct answer, describing in more detail, and then impact and value for the business. Okay, clear, direct answer, describing this in more detail, and then impact and value for business. So, state very clearly the greatest skill you bring to the line manager. In this case, my greatest strength technically, a bit of a trick here, the person's doing two, would be my numeric analytical skills, and my greatest soft skill strength is my ability to focus on the business value of my work. Okay? So, how to get this answer? So it's you as the ideal candidate, you as a positive impact for the manager. And you're going to look at the module 2, the key ideas, parts 1 and part 2. Now, note here, I've separated the job hero message within my answer. Okay. When you do the job hero message, you create a lovely answer that's valid about, can you do it? Do you show their reality? Can you be manageable? But actually, you could separate that information out, as I've done in this case. I've given you my greatest strength, and then I come back later to say why these are great value, okay, in my strengths, okay? So some example ideas as a greatest strength while you're thinking about it: ability to sell, ability to meet deadlines, ability to work to specifications, to do handovers that don't create more problems, ability to produce error-free work on time, to think of creative solutions, to listen very carefully to clients' needs, to apply my learnings in a calm way at all times, to produce work under pressure, under a lot of pressure, to keep going until the work is completed. Okay. Now, again, we went through this in modules 2.1 and 2.2. This is solving their problems, understanding their reality, okay, and being open to be manageable. Okay, so I make phrases to express this direct answer. Okay, so I think the biggest value I can bring to this job would be my biggest asset is my ability to. My greatest strength technically would be and my greatest soft skill strength is I have some key skills such as this, that, and another thing, but my greatest strength is okay. The most important thing I can bring to the team is from my experience, my greatest strength is So, in the part 2, we've answered the question very direct, and it's a great way to answer many, many questions. Be direct. We're going to clearly detail what this strength means in terms of actions, work. Okay? So, as a digital marketeer, having fast analytical skills, that's the strength, means that I'm able to find the truly valuable information from all the data very, very quickly, passing the data and focusing in on where the interesting facts are. Okay? So this idea here, presumably, it feels a manager isn't getting the quality information that they want from a digital marketeer. Okay. And he's saying, I can do that. I can get that for you because I'm so good with numbers. Okay. Okay. He didn't say, or she didn't say, I can just work very quickly. It's being very precise. And in this cheeky 2 strengths answer, they carry on. And in terms of focusing on business value, the second strength, soft skill strength, then I'm obsessed about structuring my work around the results that have been requested of me. Really stick to the outcome that my line manager wants from me and my work. Okay? And there's something else. Can be tempted to do extra work. This answer is obviously telling the manager I'm manageable. Okay. And it's saying I'm not going to be distracted. Maybe that's the reality of being a digital marketeer, that your work gets distracted by other things. You have to stay focused on what you've been told to do. Okay. Maybe that's a particular problem in this industry. So think of all the times and situations and then make this tangible, that this strength means that value is being created. Okay. So think of the written work you produce, the results you produce, your input in meetings, telling other people this information, I presume, your availability for others, interactions with team members, interactions with clients, interactions with stakeholders, interactions with managers. What are you doing here that's creating value? Okay. Some example ideas. Okay. So in terms of the written work, think of reports, promotional material. The results you produce, think of the sales figures you produce, or the hitting budgets, or your input in meetings. Think about ideas and insights, or customer knowledge that you might bring. In your availability for others, think of sharing your skills, helping junior staff members. And then think about interactions with team members, improving the code base, interactions with clients, selling more services to them, dealing with stakeholders, getting suppliers to meet deadlines. Or interactions with management, keeping the senior management informed about what's going on so they can make better decisions. So example phrases for this would be, this skill allows me to, the impact of this skill is visible in the way, having this ability means that I can, having this strength means that others can. This skill has a positive impact on many of the activities I am responsible for. For example, there are a number of aspects of the job that benefit from me having this strength, such as this knowledge makes a lot of tasks much easier and faster to do. For example, and being skilled with people in this way makes a lot of interactions such as and easier. Let's go on to part 3 here, which is where we're going to really give it an impact and value for business. And you're going to state in clear terms why this added value is so important for the business. Okay. And both these strengths are ways that I can add value to the business by getting results faster and by getting results in the areas that the business is focusing on. I think both of these will increase profits and decrease costs, as well as reducing time lost. Now, yes, I am telling you that the business is great, but I am also telling you that I understand your reality here. I understand that you are worried about saving costs and increasing profits. That you have focus. That we should business focus and we should be doing work in that area. And this idea about reducing time lost. I'm communicating again, like in this idea of the job hero. What I choose to focus on, you might think it's obvious, but actually I'm communicating that I understand your job, Mr. or Mrs. Manager. Okay? This is a strong message. So how to think about this impact and value for business? Ultimately, all business values can be measured in monetary terms. So state simply, in logical steps, how your strengths will lead to either increasing revenue or saving costs. Okay? And we'll look at there, C module part 2, your business value for this statement as well. Okay? 2.2, we looked at that. Some example ideas for this. In terms of reducing costs, we've got reduced overheads, lowered staff turnover, time savings, employee efficiency, team efficiency, reduced incursion of penalties, for example, in the construction industry. Or we've got increased revenue caused by lower cost per unit, more sales, more profitable products or services, faster production times, larger markets, larger clients. And we could phrase this type of sentence as, I think ultimately this means the work gets done faster and revenues can increase. Improving these tasks makes the team much more efficient and able to greatly increase production. This has a direct impact on the quality of the work, which reduces the time and money in making up for errors or poor quality work. This makes the team members stay longer, and staff retention lowers costs and increases revenue. And all this helps hitting deadlines, which of course means that as a team, you incur less penalties. Okay. That's the end of this video. The next one is, what is your biggest weakness? Okay, thank you everyone. Good luck in your job hunt. See you soon.